training technique that I experimented with and utilized starting a few years ago, and something that really sort of fell afoul of tradition and actually fell afoul of science from what we know so far, and again is an example of the pragmatic knowledge that you acquire at the professional level sometimes exceeds where institutional science has gotten to. In 2017, when Sebastian Langeveld was third in Paris-Roubaix, he and I had been experimenting with doing a very long training ride 2 days before the race. And so that year at Paris-Roubaix, he rode his bike 6 hours 2 days before the race. The race being on Sunday, on Friday, he rode his bike 6 hours. And a lot of people thought he was absolutely out of his mind, which clearly he wasn't, because it was his all-time best result in that race. The theory behind it, and this has never been proven, so again, we're cutting edge here, is that once you become very, very well trained as an athlete, your body replenishes glycogen at a very high rate. And actually, sometimes when you taper too much, there's almost like it's a bell curve of glycogen replenishment, meaning that when you do a hard training load and you drain yourself of all those energy stores, of all that glycogen that's stored in your body, that it replenishes itself very quickly. And then it actually comes back down a little bit if you continue to rest. So your peak glycogen replenishment is not 4 or 5 days after the large training event. It's actually maybe only 48 to 72 hours after the large training event. So we tried to do this, basically deplete his glycogen stores only 2 days before the event, but without doing any muscular damage. So the only way we could figure out how to do that is to just do this very long, easy ride 2 days before Paris-Roubaix, depleting his energy stores, and then as soon as he's finished with the ride, absolutely stuffing himself with carbohydrate for the next 2 days, or day and a half, as it were. So replenishing those glycogen stores worked for Sebastian. Third place in Paris-Roubaix, a podium for very much an underdog rider in the most prestigious classic in the world. So it worked for a great underdog rider, and we were both really happy with the result.